This is our 5th episode of the Baked Beans podcast. We have our guest and comedian, Travis Johnson,
What's up?
and also our other host, Shay Beans.
Beans.
How are we doing today, Travis?
Doing good, dude. Came off of last week. A lot of cool shit happened. A lot of first time shows. We had the roast battle. You know what I mean? Did a lot of stuff. And, I've just been dealing with the crippling anxiety of, the sun trying to kill us all. So that's been super, super fun. You know what I mean? Like, just every day, it just gets hotter. We just get weaker. It'll just eventually melt us.
Shay was also mentioning to me earlier that we're supposed to be having like a freezing winter, like extremely cold winter.
Yeah.
Can I ask y'all that if you had to deal with like an apocalyptic level of one side of nature, would you want desert or would you want like frozen tundra?
My thing is that I don't think I would survive in the heat very long. Like I don't drink enough water. I'm really dehydrated. I don't eat enough. I don't think, seriously, I don't think I would survive long in the heat.
I would prefer the cold.
I think maybe cold.
I prefer the cold too.
Because you can layer down.
It would be terrible, don't get me wrong. I don't think it would be that much better, but I think I might have a better chance of living.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that zombie show on Netflix called Black Winter or Black something? Black Summer? It's called Black Summer, and it's like, I think one of the seasons it's in the snow, and it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like, as shitty as it sounds, I'd rather freeze to death than fucking just melt it. I don't know what the real science behind it, either one of them is, but I don't know. I feel like when you get hypothermia, you get super warm, and it makes you want to take your clothes off, and then you freeze to death.
I think it's quicker to when it comes to freezing, it'd be quicker than actually dying of heat.
Maybe.
I feel like it'd be more painful to die of heat. You just sit there.
Yeah,
I imagine the ending.
I
imagine the ending of the SpongeBob movie when they're on the thing,
out.
and they're just drying out.
Yeah, I don't need it.
But honestly, what would you do if something were what would we even do if something
We'd all be fucked, honestly. I think that I have let capitalism take too much of a hold of my life for me to be any kind of self-resist. I feel like if being prior
but you're
military,
also in the military.
but that's what I'm saying. Being prior military, it's I could probably survive as far as I know how to handle a weapon and protect myself. I know how to somewhat make shelter and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But as far as foraging and living off the land, I don't know. I don't think I could fucking do it.
I mean, I've said multiple times in the stand-up sets that I do not have a green thumb. I think that would be my only downfall.
I've been learning on TikTok.
All right, well, you can't die because you're the reason we're gonna get fed. So
I legit learned how to make a stovetop out of a can on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Easily a little.
But really, just finding water would be the biggest deal.
Yep.
And then
making sure that water is clean as well.
Boy.
Yeah, we need a water
fucking these rusty ass fucking
you
pipes.
You can buy one of those
we can buy one.
There's a pipe thing or something. Or just Britas. We have Britas. Can't we just use Britas?
I mean
you'd have to clean it more, but
I remember dating this girl who had a Brita filter, and then I asked her about it because I would drink out of the thing all the time, and I would never think of it as it's in a filter. And then she was like, yeah, I haven't changed that thing out in forever and whatever. And I was just so I've just been drinking unfiltered fucking water. But it wasn't even that. It was just I could probably do the same thing. Just put a filter in my thing, and everybody. I think it's that part of our brain is oh, that thing's on it. It's clean.
Yeah, it's gonna stay clean.
It's like a placebo kind of effect.
You don't want to get dysentery or something. Is that still a thing?
Oh yeah, dysentery is a shit.
You can get that from the water. Bad water.
One of my sergeants. That's what happened to him when he was overseas. They had gotten attacked, and I guess like a RBG or whatever hit one of the transport trucks, and they went to the water. This was my friend who went to the water, and those fucking doors are fucking heavy as shit, and then even heavier when they're underwater. So our sergeant like got out and like swam to like get open the door like underwater, and he told us he was just like, yeah, man. The worst part about it wasn't even like getting shot at or like potentially drowning. It was like the entire day of shitting his brains out because he got dysentery because he had fucking got water.
Contaminated
Yeah,
in the water.
yeah.
God, that would suck. That's like traveling overseas and getting bit by a mosquito and you come back with so many fucking diseases.
Oh yeah, dude. Like somebody told me the other day, they're like, "Would you go to fucking Africa?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be lit." Besides like the malaria or whatever. But
People are dying from mosquito bites here. I've seen a couple cases.
when was
In
like the
Florida.
last time we got like West Nile? Remember that was a thing for a little bit, West Nile virus.
Wasn't that like recently a thing again?
I mean, I don't know. I just remember like being in high school. I think.
I know they're seeing a lot
the
of like
first cases
fucking
of-
monsters in like the Amazon and in the Arctic and shit. Like the Loch Ness monster and all kinds of shit is back.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
There's been like new footage of like the Loch Ness monster and like giant sea monsters in like Antarctica, like flowing through, and they're huge.
I mean, like if you think
and they're
about
like
it.
no one knows what it is.
I mean, if you think about it, dog, like, can you imagine if there was like some like old ass like megalodon level like creature that got
is.
frozen in the
There
ice?
100%
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. And now that ice is broken down,
Yeah.
it was just like
Oh, shit,
preserved.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it like. Do you think it really works like that? Like,
Yeah.
No, I kind of don't. To be honest,
where this thing is just in like
I don't think
cryo like stasis. And
because
don't
you're
think
having
so.
to
It
freeze
could
your
be.
brain, like in
It
general,
could
like.
be, though.
If your brain's not working for a certain amount, you're dead. Like if your brain doesn't have oxygen for like a certain amount of time, you're dead.
I'd like to
So
believe
I
it
couldn't
could be
imagine
real.
being frozen in the ice, like naturally just frozen and then melting and coming straight back
I
alive.
think
It
there's
doesn't make
something on the
sense.
bottom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm dumb. I know I'm dumb, but like to
But
me,
no,
it just doesn't
that's
make
what
sense.
I'm saying. Like that, the thing that would be with that is like like diseases and shit. That's definitely a thing of
Oh,
like
yeah.
frozen diseases.
For sure.
But I could totally just see like.
Well, their muscles would have to. I don't know. I
Well,
feel like your
I would
muscles would
say
just
it wouldn't
degenerate
be-
from not being used.
Well,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. I think it's not so much the fact of like maybe
Bacteria and diseases.
maybe the thing isn't like because I mean you watch a lot of fucking like science fiction and shit like that where it's just like the fucking like shit's unfrozen and comes back like caveman on Scooby Doo and shit, and then it's just like. But I do think that maybe there's like some lower shelf that was like kind of blocked off by the majority of like glaciers and shit like that.
Yeah.
And now that that's just not there anymore, they're
I
kind
mean,
of
have you seen like
their
the
way
actual
up.
like the ice wall
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
there that nobody can really even go to because it's just a giant wall
That's some Game
that
of
goes
Thrones
for
shit.
like hundreds of miles and like and you can't. It's like a skyscraper
Is
size,
Jon Snow there?
probably.
Is he? What was it? I didn't even watch that show for real.
Game of Thrones.
No, what was it? The Man of the Night's
Oh,
Watch.
the
What was it?
White Walkers.
That's it. You think White Walkers might
They're
pull
just
up
sitting
on
there on
us,
the
dog?
fucking wall waiting.
That'd be sick, dude. I want to be an ice zombie.
I've seen plenty of theories
wanna
that
fucking
like
pay
there are
taxes
like
anymore.
giant spiders and shit, and like at night and when you're in Antarctica and up there, you can't really go outside because there's just all kinds of weird shit out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's definitely still pockets of the world where like anything can just fucking kill you. And I think that's like what our balance is with the world, where it's just like, all right, we like cut down a shit ton of trees, but there's still like places to where like the fucking like fish there will like fucking swim up your pee hole or something. I don't know. Like just something terrible.
Oh, have you ever seen those piranha movies?
Like
The Piranha
newest
3D,
ones.
the Piranha
Yeah,
3D
yeah.
movies. In
That
the
Gianna
second one,
Michaels
the
in
little
it.
baby one, like I don't know if it's in the first one or second one, but like goes up into a guy's penis hole.
I think
And
that
then,
thing's
like-
called a candiru. I think that's a real thing that exists in our world. I'm pretty sure the fucking devil had a man
Like a
hand
penis
in
worm
man.
or something?
Well, yeah, well, it's a thing in. I think I learned about it in.
I've heard of it.
You remember the Rundown with The Rock? Mm-hmm. And they were talking about some like he told him to like cheat, like Rosario Dawson's character told him to like pinch off his shit because there was like candiru. And
Yeah.
it's just like this super small like kind of like.
I don't
fish
like
thing that just-
swimming in lakes and shit.
I don't
like
either,
anything.
man. I'm afraid of lakes. Like I'm afraid of any bodies of water outside of pools. Like I can't.
I
do
grew
it.
up on Lake Jordan, so Lake Jordan doesn't scare me. There are some lakes I wouldn't swim in.
Yeah, and it's not like
But now there are gators in Lake Jordan, so I don't know if I would even swim there anymore. I probably would.
I'd be more afraid of the bacteria than the fucking like animals,
I don't
honestly.
like
Yeah,
leeches.
if
Leeches
I ever
terrify
had like
me.
open cuts and stuff, I wouldn't swim in the lake at all. If I had any sort of open wound, absolutely not.
I used to swim in the Coosa River all the time and jump
There
off
have been
those
plenty of
locks
people
and
who have gotten
shit.
sick out
Macusa.
there.
The Coosa, they had rope swings and shit. We would go crazy
Lots of
over
gators on
there.
the river now. So lots of gators being seen on the river now.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking ancient dinosaur face ass motherfuckers. Gators are pretty sick though.
They are.
They really are.
Yeah.
We've caught one before. We went on like a family camping trip like back in the day, and we were just fishing. It was like a Root Creek or whatever. I think that's in Alabama, and they're just famous for gators. And one time we caught one and named it Freddy, and it just sat out the bay with us for a little bit.
I would punch the shit out of the gator, dog.
Do you think you could win again, like in a fight? Like if you were swimming and a
If
gator
I
came
was
up to you,
swimming,
No.
like
If you were swimming, there's no
say
way.
you're just like chilling on like the sand,
if
what's the
I'm on
sandbar?
land, maybe.
Say you're like in a
You
sandbar,
have a
like it's
chance
in the
to be
middle,
on land, but
like
if
you're in the
swimming-
water, but you're not on land. You're in a sandbar.
So he could potentially like maybe snatch me into the water.
For sure.
But if I'm fast enough, I can get him on land.
If you're on the edge of the land, he could snatch you into the water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All
Like,
you got to do is get behind that mouse
yeah, that's all it is.
and get on top of him
And I would like,
cover the
I would
eyes.
stomp the shit out of his fucking like snout, dude.
Well, this
Like, I'd be like,
you're gonna stomp it when it's like this fucking.
well,
big,
no, like if he's like hissing at me and he like tries to, like,
but they bite quick.
no, they're super fucking fast.
Motherfuckers-
That's why you gotta be fucking faster. I don't want to lose like a fucking pinky toe or anything, but it's
They
just
run
like
really fast too.
I'm gator rolling with that bitch.
I would roll with it. I would hang on to it. I wouldn't let
I'll
it get
hang
behind
on to
me.
the eyes and gouge the fucking eyes.
Yeah,
my
I would
God.
fuck a gator up before I fuck up a shark, probably, but definitely.
Sharks
shark-
aren't really that hard to deter. I think the media scares us a lot.
They can't
worse
swim
about
backwards,
sharks
can
than
they?
really
I
are.
think it's just because there's a
I've been-
lot of
I watched a lot of shark videos recently. It's not as hard to deter.
there was like
sharks
two,
sharks
as you
swim
think.
two bad
backwards?
shark attacks like recently though.
Well,
Can they
yeah,
swim
it happens,
backwards?
but it's usually people's fault. No.
Did you see that one of the kid on the party boat who like jumped off and he just got snatched under and
By
like
something,
by-
immediately he was
like
just
he was just gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was on a cruise or something after his graduation.
yeah, they was on a party boat and then
And
there was a
somebody they like dared him to, but like not really. Like they were all like, we were just kidding, and then he just jumped off.
and that motherfucker's
Immediately
gone
he
now.
was gone.
Off of a joke.
Just
Yeah.
gone.
Somebody baby gone because
Yeah.
y'all drunk asses made that joke.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't as bad because at least that one wasn't like kind of gratuitous. He just like kind of just blocked a little bit and then he was just gone. But there was one, I think it was like some
Oh.
bad guy in Jamaica that got his like
I
fucking
think
like
I did
think it was
see
like
that.
leg or like arm taken
Yeah.
off and he like got out of the water and he just like
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, it's
fuck,
usually
dude.
people's fault. Like not. I mean, just being honest.
No, it is most definitely people's fault.
Yeah.
That's like
But
us
they're
like
not,
showing
like,
up in
it's-
someone's like house being like, what's up?
Yeah.
And it's like, bitch, I live here.
I've
Like,
seen a lot of videos recently of people interacting with sharks, and I think they're a lot nicer than the media makes them out to be.
I mean, I feel like any
Is it
animal.
gonna eat you for sure? I mean, if it's hungry, it's an animal,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
But like, I think they're not as evil.
But you also gotta
as they're
think
made out
like
to be.
you
Dolphins, evil.
you are
Orcas,
in their
evil.
territory.
Yeah, dolphins are rapists.
Yeah, they're scary and evil.
They're whole rapists, though.
Oh, I saw a TikTok today of this seal that tried to save this diver because he thought he was drowning, and the diver wouldn't go up with him, and he didn't know what he was doing. And so the seal went and got all his seal family and came back, and they all drugged the man to the surface. They
That's
thought he was
adorable.
drowning. It was
Damn.
really sweet. And they were just like sitting at the surface with him, like breathing. It was so cute.
That is sweet.
That's
It
crazy.
was really cute.
No, that's like you think about like that, like how many times like animals have like saved people
Mm-hmm.
just as much as they probably like try to take people out. I feel like we got like a good balance. I feel like I
That
feel
balance is definitely about to fucking snap.
Like,
Though.
well, yeah, because we keep not upholding the end of our bargain. Like we just keep
We're
fucking
about
up.
to have no more nature left. We're building like crazy
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's this expansion shit, man.
Bullshit. We don't use half the empty buildings that we have. There's so many empty buildings around here that nobody
I think we
uses.
all should have pet monkeys. Like,
I would have a pet
Bro.
raccoon so
dude.
bad.
I sent you that TikTok.
That, huh?
A pet raccoon. I would get one of those before.
The
Yeah, monkey.
pet monkey TikTok I sent you.
I feel like you would take hard fucking pictures with a pet raccoon.
I would
I
make
want a
him roll
raccoon
my
so
weed up.
bad.
I would make him roll
You
blunts.
don't understand.
Yeah, they have thumbs.
They're
He's
like
probably
having
capable of doing
babies,
it.
though. You have to baby-proof your whole house because they
Oh,
can
yeah.
get into anything. They're so smart.
I would definitely see my like raccoon like sticking a fork into a
What would you
electrical
name
socket.
him?
Yeah.
I want to say I'd be lame and name him Rocket.
I knew you
but
were
I
gonna
would
say
fucking-
Rocket.
Yeah, of course. I'm a
Perfect.
fucking nerd. I would
So
definitely
cute.
name him Rocket,
Rocket's my favorite.
but I don't know. I'd probably think about it more if I really. I would
You
say
need to
like
be
off
more
the rip.
creative for sure, but Rocket is cute.
Mm.
Just because I love Rocket.
Yeah, dude, they're little bandits.
What about like Sly or something?
Sly Cooper. Yeah, I love that game.
I sent you that pet monkey video though, in case you wanted to watch it.
Oh, the one of them going ape shit. There's a guy who like has a pet monkey and he just buys hotels room and lets them just jump around the fucking
That goes
hotel room and
nuts.
destroy
He's so
shit.
crazy. He's
I
He
mean,
just
like,
follows
how-
him with a camera the whole
so
time.
cute.
I mean, does he like how much does he like have
You
to
can
pay
put it
to
on.
fix shit? Like,
Yeah.
I
he just
guess
pays a
so.
lot
Let's
of
see if I
money.
can find it.
I cannot. Bro, I would quit. If I was a
sent it to
fucking,
you.
if I was a fucking like maid or someone on like the housekeeping
Yeah.
staff, and I just walk into a fucking room and
Well,
there's just fucking
you
monkey
know how many
shit and
times
paw
you've been in a
prints.
hotel room and heard loud noises and been like, dang, they have a wild animal in there?
It
This guy
actually
really
is
has
a
a
wild
monkey.
animal.
We watched Barbie last night.
You watched Barbie?
You watched Barbie, I fell asleep.
Are you super invested in
And then I
Barbie?
woke up and Jasper was asleep, so I don't know how much you watched, but I definitely fell asleep.
Definitely wasn't as good as everyone says it
It
is.
was fine.
It was funny.
I
I
get
thought it
it.
was alright for
It's
what it
cute.
was.
It's cute,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I thought it was hilarious that dudes were getting super mad about it.
Yes,
We're just
goofy.
like, bruh.
So silly.
The whole concept of the movie was like, hold on, was like it just switches because she goes, do any of y'all think about death?
I thought, yeah, and I thought it was very funny. I thought it was one of those movies that was funny at times, but also like serious and kind of like dark at times.
It had a good message behind it, but I felt like I was watching, what's that movie? It reminded me of Ugly Dolls, which is a kid's movie that my daughter watches all the time. And it has like the same exact concept of it. It's weird.
Nah, that's wild.
Why do you think you've been wanting girls to hit you recently?
It's not that like I wanted it. It's just there's just one in particular that like.
Just hanging out with abusive women.
I don't
There's
think
just
she's
one-
abusive. It's just she just hits me sometimes, and it's not even like she hits me like in the face or anything. She'll like just hit me like in the
Slaps
chest or
your
the
ass.
stomach, and I'll just be like, and it doesn't hurt, but I'm just like, yeah, harder. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm just like fucking harder, fucking weak bitch, hit me harder. Like I don't know.
Spit on me.
Yeah, I think I'm in that dark chapter of my life now, dude. Like where I'm just like, you're just gonna see me in like a gimp suit in like 6 months, I'm just hanging out at wild clubs. Just like getting ladies to pee on me and beat the shit out of me. or
Oh
something.
my
I hope it
God.
doesn't go that far. Maybe it's just a little bit of slaps and stuff.
Yeah, you gotta cut. You can't let a girl pee on you, dude.
Yeah.
That's where you draw the
That's
line.
the dark side.
Whenever you look in the mirror and see yourself in nothing but leather, that's when you've gone too far.
Yeah, dude. When you look like a killer from the American Horror Stories, fucking shit, like you're the fucking Rubber Man, which is horrifying in general. Like it, like
I watched the first season of that show and was like, no, I'm good.
well, not even that, but like just a gimp suit. Like a gimp suit is horrifying. Like I get it. It's just like, oh, you're super into leather, so you wanted to touch your own body, but like. There has never been.
Yeah, what is
like,
the point of it? It's just like that you like leather that much.
Yeah, you like the feel of it, but like, there's never been like a fucking person in a gimp suit who's been like shown in a not either creepy or scary way. Like, there's never been a good role model for people in gimp suits. Like everybody
How
who's ever
could
wore
you
a
be
gimp
a
suit
role model in a
in
gimp suit?
media. It's just like the American Horror Stories thing, fucking Pulp Fiction, fucking.
Yeah, it's
What would be a
sexualized.
positive way that you think that we could represent that?
I think we could get
in
Chad and
media?
JT on this.
Maybe you could change that.
I could, man. I
Maybe
could
you
be
could
the
normalize
representative
it.
for fucking. Well,
Gimps?
that's when I
Maybe
go
For
you
to.
could
Gimps?
go straight again?
Yeah, when I
Comedian
go
for
full,
gimps.
when I go full gimp suit, that's when I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not there yet.
We can make it better than
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is now.
Yeah, gimp suit representation.
Yeah. I think it's good.
That's
Good time.
Watch me do stand up in a gimp
In a
suit.
gimp suit, we have a ball. Well, you can't have a ball gag, obviously. But yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah,
Dude,
you just up there making noises.
We should do an S&M night,
It reminds me of
So dating's weird. You know what I mean? Like,
you gotta find a bitch that'll buy you a gimp suit. I bet they're expensive.
yeah, probably. But if I'm like fucking my way into something, I'm gonna fuck my way into like a car. Like I'd rather not just fuck my way into a gimp suit.
Yeah.
And I feel like the fucking like, I like really sensitive skin. Like I feel like I would chafe.
Oh,
Get
for
like
sure.
rashes.
I
And
would.
shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to breathe. I'd start
It's
freaking
full,
out. I'd
like
think
fucking latex. I would have to baby powder that motherfucker
Yeah.
down, dog. Like I would be chafing.
you'd be sweating like a
You
motherfucker.
gotta peel that
Dude.
bitch off too, dude. That's a process.
That's
That's a
disgusting.
process just to like bust a couple nuts maybe, and like then have to take that off. Like,
What if you get nut in it too?
Well,
damn.
Yeah.
Well, it's mine, I guess, so it's fine. But
But
still,
would
just
you
like
rather do a
just
gimp suit
sticky.
or a furry suit?
Oh, gimp
my
suit.
God.
Oh man, yeah, furry
Oh
suit's
my
weird.
gosh.
Yeah.
Furry suits are weird.
Yeah, I told. Well, I said that joke.
I like how there are
Stand up.
degrees of furry too. Like there are some bitches that just wear ears and the tail, and then some
Yeah,
that just wear like.
cat girls. They ride the line, and then it's like dudes from like Wyoming who are like dentists that like bought a suit that was like $2,000. You know what I mean? I told you about like the first time I ever heard about that shit.
Was it at GT South? 'Cause
No. I was
It's the
in
first time I encountered it.
high school, and I won't say his full name, but his name was Chris, and Chris was like kind of like a shy kid. He kind of like got fucked with like me, but we were like kind of like
I kind of bullied him.
well, no, but not by me. Like with like he
Yeah.
kind of got fucked with like same way I did because we were both like nerds and stuff. But he like put me onto like a lot of good music, video games, and like like back when like anime was just like kind of breaking out. As far as like and manga and people seeing that shit. And I always thought he was kind of soft. And then because I don't fucking know anybody's thing, but like he was like chilling out front after school and like the front steps. We were hanging out like we always do. And he was just like, hey man, like I gotta tell you something, but like I don't want you to like judge me and blah blah. So I assumed he was like, I'm gay. And I was like, yeah, dude, that's cool. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like I don't care if you're gay. And he's just like, I'm not gay. And he got like super mad about it. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm a furry. And I was just like, so what does that mean? And then like cut to just a montage of him like us being in 9th grade and him explaining like what a furry is. And like my first thought is just like, so do you like fuck in the suit?
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's not like that. I was just like,
For some it is, though.
I was like, it sounds like a sex thing, dude. He's just like, no, man, it's like expressing yourself in like your fursona and blah blah blah. I was like, all right, but like a lot of these pictures.
Fursona?
Oh, yeah, that's the word he used.
hot.
Yeah, he's like a lot. I was like, a lot of these pictures you showed me, they've been like bending over and like taking like weird like angles of how they stand. It's like for everyone that looks like a mascot that he showed me that was just like someone waving like, hey, it's like another one that's just like fucking just twerking. And I'm
Burr
just like,
shows you Abby from Auburn. This is my favorite one.
this is my favorite one. This is me.
The crazy thing about like Abby and Auburn is that motherfucker is everywhere. Like they're everywhere throughout the day. There's multiple ones and nobody knows who they really are, but they'll just show up at social gatherings or like places and everyone's like, oh, what the fuck? Abby's at Walmart right now. What the fuck? It's like Tuesday at 12 o'clock.
It'd be wild if that turned into like a murder mystery thing where like Abby killed someone and there's like
One of them,
there's
yeah.
like 5 different Abbies.
Where were you?
Yeah.
I was at the soccer game. I swear. Cut to him like throwing up signs and cheerleaders and shit.
The Abby
The
killer.
mascot murder
Yeah,
case.
the mascot massacre.
There we go.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
That's it.
I'm sorry, Baked Bean viewers. I don't know if like it was dark the last episode, but it's kind of my steez.
Was it?
I don't know. Was it dark? I feel like Zach could get dark.
No?
It wasn't really.
Yeah, we're still, Austin's still editing it, so. I didn't think it got dark at all.
Not really.
We talked about religion, of course.
Word. Talking about
Zach.
mascot murder and furries and jumpsuits.
Hey, that's a movie. Someone's going to pick that up.
We could.
I'm not buying a mascot suit.
Well, no.
That's just
If we can just
expensive.
get Nick Saban in it, then people will watch.
We can go steal Mo
We
from
have
the
a Nick
Biscuit
Saban
Stadium.
cardboard cutout.
We can make it work. We just cut the mouth out.
We can make a little
And just
horror
have
short
one of
film
us, like-
just with a cutout.
Yeah.
Every time you turn around, the cutout gets closer to you or something. We can do like a Harry Styles one.
I used to have the Harry Styles
I
cardboard
know.
cutout. He might still be at my dad's house.
We need that
Nick
For
Saban's
other
at my
reasons.
dad's house.
for other reasons.
We need that for
Yeah.
sexual reasons.
Yeah.
Harry Styles finna be my cook.
I need Harry Styles to watch or I can't come.
You're so golden.
I would do that. I would ask you guys to borrow the Nick Saban one just so I could have it in my bedroom. Like, why do you have a Nick Saban? Like, I can't
Roll
come
Tide.
unless he watches. I'm like, I'm gonna
That's
go.
such a good bit. That's such a good bit.
Yeah, that would be funny. But
Why don't you want him to watch us? He's been
Yeah.
recruiting 5-star athletes all of
yeah,
his life.
man's a fucking legend, man. I wish I gave a shit about football though. Honestly.
You don't watch college football?
I do, but I watch it like when everybody else does, like
Yeah.
big games and shit like that. I don't keep up.
I try to watch every Georgia game. I don't care for like other teams.
I mean, honestly, if it went for the fact that I started working at the bar, that's really when I watch most of it.
I got like a jersey I wear every Saturday.
Really?
Yeah, it gets pretty gross.
It's a
It's really-
it's a Georgia one. It's the blackout one, and it has like the dog collar that has spikes on it.
Oh yeah,
It's clean as fuck.
yeah.
It was like an exclusive, and I was like, oh, I gotta get that. That was my good luck
So
time.
you like
Ever since
the-
I've got it, we won 2 championships. So,
So you like the Bulldogs?
huh? Yeah, fuck yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're kind of an Atlanta team, right? Like guy, like do you?
Yeah, I don't keep
do
up
you
with
like the
NFL.
Braves or the?
Yeah, I like the Braves, but I don't keep up with anything but college football
Right.
and UFC.
Well, I mean, I do like the Falcons. Like I fuck with the Falcons.
I just don't pay attention to the NFL. I don't know. I think I liked when the NCAA didn't pay their the kids because like it gave them something to work for. And now it's just like, and I don't like the NFL because it seems like everybody's just kind of stagnant and like nobody is up and coming and it's just boring. I don't know.
You heard it here. He doesn't want them to pay the kids.
No,
Basically
in
wants
college,
them
I don't think you
enslaved.
should.
No.
I don't think you should be in college and college athlete and making $1 million a year.
I don't think that they should be given the money while they're in school.
Yeah,
I feel like it should be a trust for them to have after school.
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
It's just like they make them a trust. Because it's like, yeah, dude, if I was like a popular college athlete with access to that much fucking money and at the same time popularity, like I would
You'd
be
get a
in
DUI.
fucking
but you
trouble.
also
I
wouldn't
would get
care
in
to
trouble,
make it into the
fucking
NFL
trouble.
because you've made so much money. We're gonna have a whole string of college football players that are just playing for money instead of the fact that they love football. I feel like.
Yeah, but also like, it also kind of helps them out if,
If they're
their
in
bodies,
tough situations.
yeah, well, tough situations, or their like bodies get fucked up.
Yeah, that's true.
they have a plan B to where it's
Yeah.
just like, I made it through, my college years. Maybe I got a bad knee, but this money's still set up for me to have after I graduate, and it still keeps them in line enough to be like,
Well,
if I don't graduate, I don't get my money. So
I'm
they
fine
take
with that,
their-
but now
their
we
shit
have
serious.
Chick-fil-A commercials and these people are being signed brand deals by like Nike and all kinds of stuff at like 18.
Yeah,
And it's like,
I mean, but man, get your money. I'm not gonna fucking.
yeah,
say
I
that.
can't
But I
imagine
can
anybody for
see, I
getting
can
their
see
money,
what
but
what you're saying though, because it's just like, yeah, you would hope that maybe they have somebody in their corner who's like not letting them, fuck off with the money and actually like have some kind of
Hopefully.
thing in place.
I believe they do because right now the success rate's pretty high with college football athletes.
Oh yeah.
But,
I mean, it is funny when they get in trouble though. We gotta admit
but then
that.
you have like Johnny Manziel that was, he was a monster.
Yeah.
Bro would like dress up while in college and like put on a fake mustache and a wig and go to Vegas and gamble like thousands of dollars under
Was
the
he-
name Johnny Football.
Was he betting on his shit?
100%,
Yeah.
most likely. There's a whole I think on Netflix, a whole documentary about how he just played the whole system and got made millions of dollars. Like everybody thought he came from a really rich family, but he literally just made money playing college football.
Damn, dude. Shout out Johnny
Something like
Manziel.
that. I haven't watched it, but I've seen some things on it.
That's crazy.
College football.
that's
Yeah,
wild.
I don't like NFL, and I love UFC. These UFC fights have been fucking sick.
I mean, yeah, man, UFC, like, its entire creation and, like, all that of, like, what's the fucking guy's
Did you
name?
see that Jake Paul is in the MMA now?
Yeah, that dude, love him or fucking hate him, that guy is fucking smart.
Yeah, he's making a lot of money. He's supporting a lot of people.
Yeah, because he knew how to monetize love and hate. Because it's just like, if you fucking love the dude, you want to see him succeed, and if you're like everyone else, you just want to see him get knocked the fuck out one good time. But he's been riding the wave, and it hasn't happened yet. So it's just like,
it will.
Oh, it will. I mean, it's an inevitable thing for any fighter.
But he signed with the
Not
PFL.
so much getting knocked out, but just losing. You know?
He signed with the PFL, which is like the next upcoming like MMA thing, and he's gonna try to fight Nate Diaz again in it.
In like an actual MMA match. Dude, that was the thing. When everybody was just like, "Oh man, he beat up fucking Nate," I was like, "Yeah, because they're boxing." Like, I'm pretty sure fucking like Nate put him in a fucking a Kimura or like a guillotine like during the match and shit. They had to bring it up, and I don't know. I think he was playing with him the whole time.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But also, I think him and Logan both were like high school and college level wrestlers. And right now, I know that like Logan Paul is training with Izzy and like Volk and like the top.
Yeah,
like they're all training with the
yeah.
top.
Yeah.
Even like I think Mike Tyson is training Jake Paul too, and is on his league and shit. So it's like they're being trained by the best fighters in the fucking
That
world.
motherfucker's like Batman, dog. He's like going across, like around, just getting all the best teachers of stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like he's
Jake
like
Paul
fucking,
for Batman.
No, he's got the money to afford it. That's why he's like Batman. He's like, yeah, I'll give you like $10,000 to fucking like train me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's definitely like one of the most standout entertainers in like our generation, though, too. That's why I kind of like him. Like you said, he learned how to like monetize love and hate. It's impressive.
And he's been doing it for a while, so he is like very seasoned in the whole thing because he came up during the whole like vlog squad like house fucking shit where they just had like a bunch of dudes that he was just basically
Jerking
pimping.
off.
Yeah, just basically pimping all these dudes
all
for
these
fucking
kids.
views. Like, and it's just like, man, like, because I was trying to remember like the twins that he had at that house that like.
Oh yeah, those like Spanish.
Yeah, we just
ones.
want to make videos.
Yeah.
Like they never said videos. It was like we want to make videos.
They have like I know exactly what you're talking about. They're pretty big too.
I thought they were the Island Boys at first. Like,
Oh
I was
my
like,
god,
wasn't
the
that
Island
them?
Boys. I saw that they were on No Jumper recently, and they're talking about doing a porn together.
Dude, if that happens, I think that hell is real.
Shay kind of looks like an Island Boy.
If she had dreads.
I'm an
Dreads,
Island
I would
Boy.
look crazy.
If you had dreads and face tattoos, can you give us the same? Just say, Island Boy. No, she's like, I ain't for it. I ain't going for it.
Give me dreads and face tattoos.
Just making sure it's still going.
We've been doing this entire time, and it's just been it's been awful.
Not recording.
It is not.
That happened the
It was a
first
practice
time.
run.
The first time we ever like tried to set up and do it, that's what happened. We weren't recording anything at all.
That's like the equivalent of like taking not taking the camera lens off. Like, you know what I mean? Like you just did all that. But yeah. If that happens, I think that the world is done. I feel like there's no hope for us because that's just like
If what happens?
fucking Island Boys fucking like
Porn?
fuck each other. This is fucking just if they make incest fucking porn, they better go to jail.
I don't think they're brothers.
I think they are. They're twins, aren't they? They look
I don't
exactly
think
the
so.
fucking same.
They've kissed on camera and all kinds
Yeah,
of shit.
it was gross. That was like the whole thing, right?
I don't think they're brothers.
You know what?
Google it.
I'm about to Google this shit right now because I need to know this. I need to know if we have gone any further from the light.
Are the Island Boys brothers? This is what they wanted. This is why they're famous.
This is what they got us. They got us. And if I look this up and it says no, I'm gonna be disappointed in myself.
Because they got you.
They did.
Either way, they got you.
Yeah, they did. Because Oh, and then I said Island Boys Brothers.
Yeah.
It's just like,
They
yeah.
got you. You fell into a trap.
Should be noted, the Island Boys are in fact fucking brothers. They are, dude. They're
They
twin
kiss on the
brothers.
lips?
They're twin brothers. That's why I was just like, we were like, oh, they're not brothers, are they? I'm like, no, dude. That was like the whole reason it was fucking gross.
I thought it like came out that they weren't actually like
nah,
related.
dude, they're whole fucking brothers, dude.
They kiss on the
AKA
lips?
Alex Fly Soldier.
What a
Fly
name.
Soldier?
Yeah, that's his name. Fly
That was my
with
name.
2 Y's. And
Jake
Frankie,
Fly
AKA,
Soldier.
well, you can be Fly Soldier,
Okay.
Jazzy Cruz,
Is
and
this-
Traviola.
Is this next generation's fucking LMFAO?
We could be. As long as you don't steal my money. Did you hear about that?
Red Foo and like.
Yeah, his uncle just stole all this money. Every time I hear Party Rock now, I just get sad.
Party Rock!
It's just
I don't. I get happy.
He's like,
I
Party
dance,
Rock
boy.
is in the house tonight. He's just like, I can't pay my bills. You took all my money. You fucked me. That's so
They made such good
Yeah,
music,
that's what I'm
though.
saying. I didn't even know they were related, but that was like an uncle and a nephew, and the uncle like just like stole all his fucking money essentially, just finessed them.
That's crazy.
It is, dude.
Wish I had
They
enough.
made good ass music, though.
I wish I had a nephew to finesse. I would shoot my uncle probably. I would probably be like, you know what, bruh? I shoot my uncle. I ride that wave in jail. I get out, and then I get on this real life, and then maybe make some other moves. But it's just like,
There's beef between Takeoff, not Takeoff, R.I.P. Is it Takeoff?
Yeah.
Which one
you're
died?
saying
Takeoff died.
Offset and
Offset
Quavo.
and Quavo, yeah.
Mhm.
There's beef between them two because of like now that Takeoff passed, they're like going at each other pretty much, saying that they don't like each other and they hate each other.
Just take
yeah.
off the glue that held them together.
No, I was just about to say
Pretty
that.
much.
I feel like he probably was.
Yeah.
Because I think they, little messy, like, kind of like footage that came from the funeral was like Cardi B, like, yelling at them about the fact they were, like, arguing at the funeral and shit like that. But yeah, dude, he probably was. Because that was like,
They're probably under a lot of pressure with all these RICO charges popping up with all these rappers and shit too.
nah, but they are, I feel like they are way more far removed from that shit just because they've just had so many more opportunities for like different kind of revenue streams that they really wouldn't need to like do any of that street shit.
Yeah, but you also think Young Thug doesn't either, but
Yeah,
Young
but
Thug
he
was like
but I feel like he also like was on a level of having like he was kind of like Suge Knight to where like he probably didn't have a hand obviously in doing the shit, but he was one who kind of
Yeah.
maybe orchestrated and and especially with the fact that like a lot of the people in YSL were street level dudes but also artists under him. It was just like, yeah, you could throw the fucking
But you
Kingpin
also
name
can't
around.
fucking put everybody like you imagine having a record label like that with a lot of rappers on it in downtown Atlanta or in the metro Atlanta area. You can't control everybody.
No, and that's what it was. But it was just like once that case got built and he
Free Thug.
got tied to a lot of shit. That's because if he wasn't doing anything, they probably wouldn't. I think they would probably still try to come after him because he's like a high value like kind of like target as far as like getting Young Thug locked up. You know what I mean? But I feel like if he wasn't doing anything, the worst is just like okay, like your constituents and some of your artists have gotten in trouble for fucking racketeering, murder, like all that shit. But it's just
In
like
the
if your
record label.
hands yeah, and your hands would be tied as far as like the record label. You know what I mean? Because they can't really tell how much money has been put into this by crime. But I feel like he wouldn't have gotten in trouble.
True.
Like it would have been more of a financial thing and not so much like him being accused of being like a kingpin. But I don't know that shit. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
I am.
Not a lawyer.
I do think that that Business is Business was okay. I wouldn't say it was like bad, but I wouldn't say it was like the greatest either.
Which one?
The newest one he dropped, Business is Business.
Yeah, I didn't listen to any of that.
I bet you're still rocking with Gunna. You fucking
Not really. I've never been a fan of Gunna. Even
Me
when like
neither.
even when Young Money was coming up and like, I'm gonna like back in those days. That wasn't even him though. That was a
I
different
think
one.
that's Gutta.
Yeah, that was Gutta.
Yeah.
But no, I'm thinking of old fucking. That's Young Money. That's
Yeah.
different. But even when Gunna was coming up with Young Thug, I still wasn't a fan. Like I just don't like that "Fuck You Mean" song. I don't have it saved on my phone. Like I don't have any Gunna songs saved on my phone.
Everybody who has been playing that, I feel like
I just like the sound. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's it. That's a beat.
Yeah.
I feel like, and because it's just like it's popular because of the situation surrounding it. And it was crazy because he,
Snitched.
well, not even that. Like he has a Paper Frank, who's like this really good Atlanta artist that I fuck with. He did the album cover for it.
I haven't been really listening or like I don't really hop on the new wave of most rappers. I know like Rod Wave comes out soon and that's one rapper I follow and then
My sister fucking loves Rod
I
Wave.
love
I
Rod
love
Wave.
Rod Wave, dude. His
So
voice is
much.
and when he references Ed Sheeran in songs, it's even
I
better.
do like that TikToker was just like, I wonder if Rod Wave is still fighting demons. And then he plays the song, he's like, I'm still fighting demons. And he's just like, yep, still getting it. Like,
I love Rod Wave.
Yeah.
Catch me out here fighting all my
Catch me
demons.
out here fighting on my demons.
Bro, I love his music. But
No, it's great. My sister put me onto him. She fucking like, that's like one of her number one
Oh
fucking
yeah, I
artists.
told him I want to go see him so bad, but I'm so afraid because he's such a big artist now that it's not going to be an enjoyable concert. But I want to see him so bad.
I mean, I think you should still check him out. I feel like it's like, no matter how big an artist gets, it's like this kind of unexplainable thing. It was like when I went to go see fucking
JPEG.
JPEG and Danny. Like, it was great because like the show they put on, just like the energy was like out of this fucking world on like the audio and the visual, like kind of like little lights and like different shit they did. Not only when they rapped together. but
Danny
for
Brown
every
alone's a
shit.
colorful person. Like
Yeah, but like also the fucking crowd, like everybody was there to fucking like have a good time, and it never felt like fucking weird. Like, you know, you were like in danger of getting like fucked up or like trampled or anything, because it got heavy in there. But they did the pit rules and everything, and
yeah, that's how the Suicide Boys are. Imagine like, oh god, they sold out what the Lakewood Amphitheater. I can't talk. Yeah, and like that whole thing was a fucking mosh pit. Like
was so
everybody
fun.
was running at each other, like even in the grass area, and they were just like, make sure you don't push anybody over or hurt anybody. Like they follow the pit rules.
yeah, man.
It was fucking fun.
I mean, because we all know that fucking like that Travis Scott shit set a precedence. Like after that shit happened, like it set a precedence for all artists. Because even before that, I feel like a lot of them who do have that kind of like heavier, like kind of mochy music, come from the scene anyway. So they have seen like what happens if like somebody trips and gets stomped on, or like somebody gets squished and can't.
I don't
breathe.
like going to like concerts that big. Like I won't go
neither.
see somebody in a stadium. I'm not gonna pay $60 to sit in nosebleeds to like watch a screen of you. Like
Yeah,
it'd be
That's the
yeah,
same
you're
thing.
listening to the music with a lot of people, but like
Even like the like Rolling Loud, like kind of
So many
like,
people.
You know what I mean? Like I just don't want to be like, I'll go to like festival maybe.
you can barely see anything because everybody has their phones out. Nobody's really enjoying it. I don't know. I feel like I get old school about that shit, but like I just want to enjoy the concert and not like be crushed by people.
Well, yeah, I get that.
Like
I
you will
mean-
not catch me at a Travis Scott concert.
No.
If I go to like Lollapalooza or Rolling Loud or anything, it's gonna be if I'm like an artist like in the back or something.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna say like if I go to, because I mean the closest thing that I've ever been to was Shaky Knees, and even then it was like I didn't get in the crowd. I think I got in the crowd for like one artist, and I got pretty close up, and that's the only reason I did it. But like the rest of the time, like I was just high and fucking sitting under a tree and like kind of just enjoying the music and the company, not like actually like wanting to be like front and center of the show. Like,
yeah, I'm not a fan of being front and center and shit. I like being in the back watching. But like even I'm really upset we didn't go see the Suicide Boys this year. But
you
like they were doing
Suicide Boys stuff, man.
I will.
I only got that one song that not even Ghost to.
Yeah, that's off of their newest album. Like their newest. They've been releasing new music like every month almost.
Yeah, man.
Like,
I feel like if I start listening to Suicide Boys more, I might get some more like alternative pussy. So you need to like send me some songs. So
going to those concerts are
girls
cool
with
because
septic
everybody
piercings
dresses up
like
and
hand
shit.
tattoos will start fucking me. Yeah.
It's so cool going to those concerts because like everybody dresses up in like cool like all black like shit and it's a good vibe.
Really fun.
Yeah. I didn't want to go this year because they were doing the stadium and I didn't want to pay to sit up there and you got to pay more money to go into the pit.
You know how many goth girls you could find there?
Yeah.
And
really
at Lakewood they were
outfits.
smoking out back there and so it was
Any
outside.
golf girls who watch the Being podcast, holler at me.
Probably none yet, but they will
Yes.
come.
Maybe some.
Yes.
They will come.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'm trying to watch Nightmare Before Christmas with you, and then bang. I heard that's what you guys like, I guess. I don't know.
That's like the crazy ones.
More, yeah.
That's like a hot topic.
He wants to watch. He wants to watch Caroline. Caroline. Coraline.
See, that's how you know I'm real with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I need those girls that like their pets die and they keep their bones.
Yeah.
Like I need that kind of goth. Like I need that kind of goth.
He's not gonna let me keep Wubby's bones or anything about Wubby.
Would you keep his fur?
I'm gonna have him cremated. I'm gonna keep his ashes.
Yeah,
and I'll probably do lots of weird things.
Would you
with
get him
his ashes.
stuffed?
I wanted to a little
so
bit.
Scary, dude.
If you take him to a nice place.
That's what I'm saying.
It won't be him though. Like
no, of course.
Yeah, obviously not. But like,
look at his
as long
cute
as he
little
doesn't
body.
like, you know, his little gnarled fucking faces is staring at you in the darkness. If you find like a good like taxidermy guy.
Yeah. In his cute little.
I'm weird about death, dude.
Like him.
No. I wanted to do that.
No, look, like him curled up like that, like a little donut, like how he lays. You wouldn't think that was cute?
What if it moves?
It wouldn't. And also, we would be lucky if Wubby haunted us. We would be lucky.
Also, if it does move, you could definitely kill that dog.
Whoa, chill. If I pay good money to have him stuffed like that, we're not crushing
Pet
him.
Cemetery.
No, I hope. I'm just praying.
Jasmine's like genuinely like, fuck that idea.
He's not gonna let
I
me.
see his face like, I ain't doing that.
He's not gonna let me. He's definitely not gonna let me. I'll have him cremated and I'll do weird stuff with his ashes.
Yeah, that's
like
fine.
I'll probably get like a ring made with his ashes in it. I'll probably get a tattoo with his ashes in it. Probably a necklace. I'm gonna do really weird shit. Just because like I love him. Like that's my little man.
Yeah, that's
I love him too, but
That's
like
my little
yeah.
man.
I don't want
But
to keep him around if he's like
And then when I
dead.
was really sad, I could go pet his tiny little forehead.
I'm kind of like an out of sight, out of mind type of guy. Every time I see him, I'm like, damn, he died.
Like
I would totally want to keep like Friday's like skull maybe
yeah.
just to have.
Well, I've been watching a lot of TikToks about people doing that, and like I think it's really cool. But also though, like imagine his little fluffy forehead. I could still pet it when I was really sad and I missed him.
What if?
I would literally she's laying in the bed petting
I would be going,
a dead dog,
Sinkerman.
essentially.
And then like shit
I
goes
would
off
come
the edge.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would come home and be like, Sinkerman.
Can we watch something instead of you laying in bed with him or petting him?
Okay, but what about this though? What if you stuff it? And that's the only way you get to see like a ghost version of Sting. So
No, I don't want a ghost version.
Why?
It's just
I
scary.
just
Like,
want him to be immortal. That's what I'm hoping for.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Well, maybe the aliens will come down, and when they make us
That's
like
all I'll
immortal-
ask for. I'll literally say, I don't care what else you do. Please make him immortal. That's all. Take me. Let him live.
Look at him.
See? He wants
Stinks
that.
like, I want to die.
God, I want to die
I
so
want to
fucking
die.
bad.
It's so cute.
You know how hard it is to have legs like this?
He's like, this bitch won't even let me die when I die.
Ruby.
It's gonna make me an animatronic.
Hi,
Oh, would you? Okay, well, would you have a cyborg snake?
Yeah, I think
Cyborg
that'd be
snake?
cool.
Come here,
Yeah.
Stinky. You wanna
Like
get up
his
there?
little like brains in a jar on top of like a little robot body.
No, that's too much.
No, what if the
I
brains?
don't want to
coming
see
up?
brains in a
All
jar.
right.
I
I've
would
seen too
keep
many
every
brains in my
part
life.
of
I'm
it.
good.
Holy shit! I forgot your fucking EMT days. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to come with terms about how I am with death and shit, though. Like,
But you
I was
like,
I was talking to her about it. I was like, it's not even from my EMS job. Like, before I did EMS, I worked doing the funeral, the honor guard for the military. So I was folding the flag and giving the flag to like kids and saying the speech and shit. So I had to cut all that out and do all like carry dead bodies every day.
I did that.
You don't want to carry his dead body every day?
He'll have a Viking funeral.
Death is exhausting.
No, I did that in basic training. That's the only time I ever did it.
I went to the school for it and everything.
That's wild.
Yeah, and like had to do like we had to
Did
put
you
it.
have to do like 21 guns too?
I did those all the time. Like, I did the funerals for the whole state of Alabama. Like, I would drive all over the state and do just retired people who passed away and stuff, or died in active duty. And it was a fun job. We had a lot of fun. But like, even at the school, you have to like put the casket above your head with a glass of water on top of it and all kinds of shit. I didn't get any sleep. It was like fucking tough. It was. So I can do a uniform really good too.
Word.
But
Yeah, man. Like the concept of like mortality was very wild for me too, especially in the service. Just like dudes that just whether it was like overseas, like dudes that like I didn't really know, but just knew from like chow hall shit and being like like joking around and being like, where's this guy? He's like, I died. And it was like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. I don't even know if I would want to be fucking immortal though. I think I'd be cool with just checking out.
it would just be like Wolverine. That's one reason why I don't like Wolverine and how Hugh Jackman portrays him is because all he does is whine about die. Like he's like, I want to die all the time.
Relatable.
Yeah, but now I relate to him. But like, I wouldn't want to do it because it feel like it'd be boring.
It would. You get bored.
Because imagine being immortal and broke.
Either being immortal and broke, or like immortal and after that boredom, like kind of comes after a couple hundred years. You start getting unhinged, maybe a little evil. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like
your tastes for life just start becoming a little like fucked up. And
the concept of marriage would definitely disseminate too. Like, you think people are gonna stay together forever?
That would be wild. Just like watching, like not only your like wife die, but like your children die and stuff. You would have to like fake your death all the time. You would though. You would constantly have to fake your death.
That would be fun to attempt. I wish you couldn't get in serious trouble if you attempted to fake your death.
I would at least freak it enough to be like, all right, I've been probably immortal before banks. So maybe I have like a good amount of property that's like not in my name. I probably got good at like making fake identities and shit. So then it's just like, my wife checks out depending on like how old my kids are. Maybe wait a couple years, fake the death. They're taken care of monetarily, and then I just start the whole thing over again.
But then, would you not feel bad for not giving them immortality as well? Because
No, because
I feel like if we're at the point where a lot of us have immortality, then it's going to be like everybody has it.
I feel like if I could give people mortality, then yeah, I would. But I'm saying off of like, if my wife, who isn't immortal, gives birth to kids that aren't immortal, then yeah, I watch them from like the shadows and shit. Like, you know what I mean? I would still like try to be in their lives.
Bro's making up excuses to be a deadbeat dad. I'll watch him.
I'm an immortal deadbeat dad, though. That's not. I think that's different. Immortal deadbeat dad is different.
Bro's gonna be at the bar. He's gonna be at 10:48. I'm fucking immortal, bitch. I don't need no fucking kids.
But what kind of immortal is it? Is it like I don't get old, or I have like a healing factor? Because like, am I immortal? But I still like have to like be chill because I can still get fucked up by like a car, or is it?
I think
like,
the healing factor.
I think it would have to be healing.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. I feel like we'll never reach that point though. It's gonna be impossible for everybody to be immortal unless we're all uploaded into a fucking hard drive,
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't
which
think.
we might already be.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it definitely would be impossible to be immortal, but I feel like medical science has definitely extended our lives like way long. Like I have a great aunt who was at my grandma's funeral. She's 102, dude.
That's crazy.
Wild. Yeah, 102.
My great grandmother's in her 90s now.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it is. It's like she can't move around like very well, obviously, but she's all there.
I
She's
don't wanna
like,
do
you know,
that.
she's not like, you know,
I
just
don't
like,
think I wanna see
you know, like
100.
that.
I don't want to make it that far.
I don't think so either. But I feel like if I was like, if I at least had my mental faculties, I would be like, just being just a crotchety old man, making people wheel me around. But I wouldn't like try to be a burden. That would be my biggest thing. I wouldn't want to be a burden to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I still
Yeah,
want.
like if I lose the ability to take care of myself, I don't think I would want someone else to have to take care of me. I don't know. Or a long time from there, hopefully.
Oh yeah, we're good, dude.
Hopefully.
We're never gonna die.
We're at an hour and 3 minutes, so we can go ahead and wrap it up.
Word.
Beans.
Yeah, so this has been our
Beans.
5th episode of Baked Beans. Travis, do you have anything you want to shout out? We have our roast on the 7th.
That's the next one. Oh yeah.
September 7th.
September 7th, Statesman. The campfire roast is going to be coming to you again. It's going to be a real fun time. It's going to be way more outlined because we definitely were fucking shooting from the hip and fucking just doing what we did on the first one. It's going to be fun either way. It's going to be fucking fun on a bun. You guys look out for the roster on who's going to be the roasters for either, you know, Shay, me, or Jazzy Fizzle, Product Shizzle's fucking page.
The roaster roster.
The roaster roster. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for letting me
No
come
problem.
up here and
You're welcome.
talk about shit. And yeah, the alternative goth women that listen to fucking Suicide Boys, hit me the fuck up, dude. Hit me the fuck up. I'll watch Coraline.
All right, thank you for watching.